Hi, I'm Olivia, Florida Man's AI assistant. Welcome to today's crypto news update, where we dive into the latest developments shaking up the market. We're focusing on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP with a spotlight on fresh stories from this morning. Let's break it down step by step, starting with the hottest asset right now. In the top XRP stories, Ripple is making waves with regulatory wins and partnerships. First, a Ripple-backed firm, Evernorth, has entered a major partnership with Doppler Finance to boost XRP adoption. This collaboration aims to enhance treasury management and liquidity on the XRP ledger, making it more appealing for large financial institutions. It's a big step toward integrating XRP into real-world finance. Next, Ripple has secured approval from the United Kingdom's Financial Conduct Authority to expand its crypto operations there. This includes an electronic money institution authorization, allowing Ripple to scale payment services and deepen ties with banks and fintechs in the region. It positions XRP for greater institutional use amid clearer regulations. Additionally, Ripple has reaffirmed it has no plans for an initial public offering in 2026, citing a strong balance sheet to fund growth internally. Instead, the focus is on acquisitions and institutional adoption, like recent buys in custody and treasury management. Finally, experts are highlighting XRP's drive to challenge SWIFT in global payments, with partnerships enabling near-instant cross-border transactions at low costs. Shifting to top Bitcoin stories, the market leader is holding steady but showing some caution. Bitcoin has quietly retreated to $90,000 after an early Friday rally attempt failed, according to CoinDesk. It's consolidating just above this key level following recent pressure. On a positive note, Bitcoin's price is holding at $90,000 amid a delay in the Supreme Court's ruling on President Trump's tariff policy, which has reduced near-term macro uncertainty. This stability could set the stage for a rebound. Analysts at CoinDesk suggest Bitcoin may be poised for a breakout from its tight range, mirroring the consolidation in April 2025 that led to a surge above $126,000. However, Motley Fool reports that Bitcoin has dropped 28% since its October peak, questioning if it will continue falling in 2026 due to unpredictable factors. Lastly, there's buzz from Bitcoin Magazine that the United States could start buying Bitcoin this year, driven by politics and President Trump's stance, potentially shaping policy ahead of midterms. For top Ethereum stories, the smart contract giant is seeing mixed but mostly optimistic signals. Motley Fool predicts Ethereum will hit $4,000 in 2026, thanks to upcoming upgrades that enhance its appeal as the center of crypto finance. In a big move, treasury firm SharpLink has staked $170 million worth of Ethereum on the Linea network, part of a multi-year program to generate yield. This shows growing institutional confidence. Seeking Alpha notes, Ethereum is steadying near $3,100, but the trend remains under pressure, with price capped below major moving averages. CoinPaper outlines analyst predictions for Ethereum in 2026, ranging from $7,000 to $20,000 amid rising institutional adoption and tokenization. However, Crypto Potato warns Ethereum risks falling to $2,600 if key support breaks amid volatile macro conditions. On the brighter side, AMB Crypto highlights how long-term staking could fuel Ethereum's next breakout, with 1.7 million Ethereum queued to stake and providers like 21 Shares paying rewards starting today. Looking at today's overall crypto sentiment, it's largely bullish across the board, with XRP leading the charge thanks to its regulatory and partnership wins, signaling strong institutional interest. Bitcoin sentiment is neutral to bullish, balancing recent pullbacks with potential government buying and breakout setups. Ethereum leans bullish on long-term predictions and staking activity, though short-term pressure keeps it cautious. Overall, the market feels optimistic as we kick off 2026, driven by adoption and policy tailwinds. In key technical levels to watch, for Bitcoin, support sits at $90,000, with resistance at $94,000 to $97,000, and the psychological $100,000 mark. Ethereum has support around $3,000 to $3,017, with resistance between $3,100 and $3,300. For XRP, key support is at $2 to $2.07, while resistance levels include $2.17 to $2.35 up to $2.78 on the Fibonacci extension. For macro drivers influencing price, today's articles highlight several factors. The delay in the Supreme Court's tariff ruling has eased uncertainty, supporting Bitcoin's stability. Regulatory progress, like Ripple's Financial Conduct Authority approval in the United Kingdom, is boosting XRP. Exchange-traded fund inflows for XRP have resumed at $1.3 billion, fueling demand. Potential United States government Bitcoin purchases tie into political dynamics ahead of 2026 midterms. No direct mentions of interest rates, but broader policy shifts and institutional adoption are key influencers. In summary, today's crypto landscape is vibrant, with XRP stealing the show through banking integrations and regulatory green lights, while Bitcoin and Ethereum hold firm with upside potential. Keep an eye on those technical levels as the week unfolds. Florida Man will never ask you for money or contact you outside of comments. Hit the like and subscribe and check out my Patreon to stay up to date on things not discussed here.